Hello and welcome. It's Katrine with the AI Grim Society, and today we are going to launch our second workshop in the heart-centered email marketing funnel. Today is a kickoff day, so everything will be recorded. If you're currently online, that's awesome. If you have to watch this one later on, that's perfect and beautiful as well. The main reason, or the major thing, what I want you to take away from this workshop challenge actually is that you come in and end up with a fully working small but mighty funnel. And I will take you through a few of the slides today to kick off the day and to show you a little bit around and also give you your first homework if you like. And then you can go ahead and ask any questions if you have any, but we will definitely reserve many questions probably for later on in the week. So let me just get you situated, and I'm going to present my screen for now because I do want to show you a little bit around how everything is going to look like. So first of all, heart-centered email marketing funnel, and I'm going to show you the very first thing. What I want you to know is where to find everything. And for that reason, we're going to hop over into our community. So as I mentioned, I actually created the same workshop last time in April for the very first time, and I think only had a bunch of beautiful women in our class and maybe some men later on, who knows. And in this case, we are going to repeat this workshop, only that we will probably have many of our previous members chiming in, being here to help you and also getting you ready to really pull through this whole small but mighty funnel. So first of all, if you haven't been in any of the school communities or you've never been here, this one is just a quick overview here. This one is our community. We have our community here where you can read all of the past posts already, and everything I update on a daily basis will show up here as well. We have our classroom. You will be jumping in. I'm going to talk about the very first start over here. The calendar, here you can see we have today the kickoff. Then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday is going to be a lesson. And then next Wednesday, I believe it was, we will finalize everything. So you will have a few days in between to finalize your lead magnet. And then you can bring it to the meeting and we will take a moment to go through your lead magnet as well. Hey, Cynthia, you made it. Beautiful. That's awesome. Gorgeous. Kim, welcome back. Welcome back. All right. So in this case here, and Roxandra, I'm back for round number 2. Beautiful lead magnets. So Cynthia, for example, I know you couldn't make it last time, but this time you have so much more help already. The ladies that went before you, they basically were completely new to this entire system, and they did like a fantastic, marvelous job. And I think what most of them did was really just simply engage and get into it and ask a lot of questions and get frustrated and scream while I wasn't there and I couldn't hear it. But at the end of the day, the product was beautiful. So everything you see, you will also find in the community already. So yes, so here are our meetings, and then we have our members, the map, obviously, where everybody can look who is where and how to connect. Maybe you live very close to each other, but you don't know. Then we have the leaderboard, and we see mostly 3 people here at the top always. That's Jean, Roxandra, and Kim. And maybe this will be changing up a little bit, who knows? And then we have the about. That's not so important. So that is just something quickly. Now, the biggest goal for you is that you will work through these challenges every day and create, and maybe, I don't know, Kim and Roxandra, maybe you're here as well to create a second lead magnet already, or think about a second lead magnet. But what is important, I think, to push through everything, through the hurdles and the pain points, and come out on the other end understanding why you need a lead magnet, that you have one to distribute. And if you're in our AI Grim Society, we kicked off also our Facebook ads course last week, Friday it was, and it is also loaded in our AI Grim Society. So if once you have finished your leads and you're part of our AI Grim Society, actually, you will be finding the Facebook lead generation ad course down here, recorded and ready for you. Pam, welcome. Super sweet, nice. I want to see. I'm actually curious. I'm going to pause like for a moment. Are you, if you're here for the second round, are you planning to maybe create a new lead magnet, or are you planning to make the current one better, which I believe is not even possible, or are you looking into expanding in any way? So, especially for the ones that have created one, let me know in the comments what your plan is to do next. And then I can see. All right, so this is basically it. Come over to the classroom and the calendar, and then we can talk about the next steps. So basically tomorrow, again, 4 p.m. I kept it this time, every day, 4 p.m. If you can't make it, we will definitely record it and put it back into the classroom each day. So let me just go in here quickly for the Start Here session. So if you're new and you haven't gone through, I would highly suggest to just really go through our live and replay of today will be in here. This one, what you see, is from last month's April, and your first homework is going to be in here, and that is definitely to log in to your AI Grim tomorrow. And most of you have done that already, so there's no homework. My goodness, everybody who's done it actually will have less work to do this time around, but you will be so familiar and it's going to float much better. You will be uploading your files. So I would suggest go through here. The business abbreviations came in super handy. And I remember Roxandra, I believe, you're like, can you stop with all your abbreviations and tell me what it is? So this one is in here for you to download as well and use. And then you have 420 email subject lines. So those ones are killer subject lines you want, because the first thing for emails is always they will see your subject line and then they will decide to actually use it or not, or open it up or not. So we will get into that too. And then the webinar email marketing replay is here for you to actually look at if you need to go a little bit deeper why email marketing is actually important. So let's hop over to a presentation. I added a couple more slides this time, and we will be going through those ones as well. So I'm just going to check quickly in. Let me see. So Pam says, I have created a new one and want to go through the process again. Love it. Yes, I'm thinking about creating a second one. Roxandra, curious about what and which one? That's great. Yes, a new lead magnet or mini workshop to go with the guide. That is awesome. So if you have any questions, Kim, and we can also tackle them definitely throughout the next few days, how a mini workshop could actually line up with the lead magnet as well. Really cool idea. Yes, there was you. I know the abbreviations. And there are many. So just quickly, and you can read that also, I'm going to keep this really short. All of these meetings I'm trying to keep a little bit shorter, but definitely give all the information you need. And then in addition, we will have like it was last time, I think we spent 5.5 hours on going through everybody's lead magnet on day 5, I believe it was, or day 6, right? The last one, that was so beautiful. So the 4-day structure is literally you come up with the lead magnet idea. You then on the second day create the lead magnet, all with the help of AI and AI Grim. And then on the third day, you will be actually creating a landing page. And then on the fourth day, you will be creating your email sequence, the welcome email sequence. This time, I will be talking and touching a little bit the nurturing sequence that should come after the email sequence. We're not going to do it this time around because it would be too much and too long. But you basically will see the strategy of lead magnet idea that aligns with your final product. So if you do PTSD, anxiety clients, if you have those ones, and your final product is having a let's say a subscription box for anxiety, and you want to send out a subscription box on a monthly basis, that is your main product. So your lead magnet needs to align with your main product. That is something I had to learn and hear multiple times. When everything you create in the beginning needs to align with your final product you're actually going to make money with. So that is so super important, that we don't do a little bit over here and a little bit over there and nothing really aligns with the main audience. And always keep that in mind and ask yourself that question: the thing I'm creating, is it aligned with my business goal and my main offer I'm going to bring out? And that is something I think happens more and more over time, that you digest and actually learn and question yourself the steps you take in your business. You will ask yourself, is this actually contributing to my final result? Is this contributing to my bottom line in terms of money? Is this actually helping my clients, or am I just having fun over here? So I know we all want to have fun and do the fun parts. And to be honest, sometimes I need to take a whole day to just have fun, to recover from everything, because often business means a lot of brain work as well, a lot of figuring out. Marketing and sales is not an easy task at all. And so we need those breaks. But when you are in business mode and you're creating lead magnets and you're creating email sequences, it always needs to be aligned with your main offer, and it should always be for your client and helping your client and showing up for your client, rather than, oh, I like this, so I'm going to do this right now because I like it. Or I'm not going to do this because I really don't like it. It's part of business that we need to do tasks that we really don't like at all. Yeah. All right, let's have a little overview. So I'm just going to go through these slides. And by the way, I kept this in Made with Napkin. If you want to make these type of graphics, napkin.ai is a really cool tool to use. And they create your points, or any kind of, how do you say, structured points, like step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They create into really fun little icons over here. So discovering the lead magnet idea, we're going to shape it into something beautiful. Then we're going to create the landing page and then the welcome sequence. The people that went through, if you went through the course already, I wonder actually which part took the longest for you. Was it coming up with an idea, number 1? Number 2, doing the lead magnet itself? Number 3, creating the landing page? Or number 4, the welcome email sequence? I would love to see for the ones that went through, because maybe then that helps for the ones that are going through right now to allocate time to specific tasks. So 1, 2, 3, or 4, what took you the longest to finalize and create? And also, did you use AI for all 4 of them inside of AI Grim? I would love to see who and what took you the longest and how you used it. And then we're going to have an implementation sprint, executing the plan basically to put it all into action, to review it, and then you can do it. All right, so Kim says the freebie itself. Yes. Yeah. I had to learn MailerLite. Yes, Pam, that is true. So if you haven't learned, and it doesn't need to be MailerLite again, if you have a different tool, then definitely use the tool you're most familiar with. I use MailerLite. We will work in MailerLite in this case, but it's really a tool you you would need to choose. And if you have MailChimp or Lead Pages or any other tool, use the tool you know the best. If you haven't started with any tool, I suggest MailerLite, because for me it is something in terms of security and deliverability of emails, one of the better tools. I would say 2 and 4. Yeah, the lead magnet. Oh, and then the welcome email sequence. Got it. Okay. And then, yes, used AI for all steps, Kim. Okay, great. Super. Thank you. Yeah, so creating your lead magnet, there's the one part where you create the idea and you have AI to help you, but then you obviously have to put it into something beautiful where you might be using Canva, and that can take quite a little bit of time as well. So that's why you have a few days in between. And I've also seen, obviously, that you have the 7 days and you can ask questions and you'll be here and I will be answering them and I can go and look at everything. But sometimes it takes a moment longer if you don't know any of the tools. So just being aware and mindful of time and that it takes a little bit time to create a funnel, that is normal. I added these next two slides just quickly because I still feel like AI has taken or is still a little bit in the back seat, and maybe that has changed for many that are part of the AIgram society now and also the leads here. But just to reiterate with AIgram what we have seen, especially Seth and I, since we are deep in it and we use it every day, and I would say most of our work, especially also in Seth's world, has been replaced by AI. Many people have lost their jobs. Many people have also gained new experiences. And that all comes with huge shifts in AI and something where just a huge shift in general. So I would say still AI is super important for small businesses because the big businesses will adapt it really fast. And we have, doTERRA, we have Young Living, they all have money to implement AI wherever they have to. But the gap is just going to get bigger and bigger. And even now or before AI, it was hard to reach the people thinking of, doTERRA or any of the big companies, Microsoft. You can take any of the big companies. They will always have more money to implement new things, to work harder, to have more marketing money. But the small businesses are really here to make the difference. But the gap is going to grow bigger and bigger if you do not adapt AI into your business. So I was saying here that efficiency and time savings, they are huge once you really go into the business part and you do business. We will also implementing more and more AI, for example, in both of our softwares, Blend Precisely as well as AIgram. Everything is going to be much faster. So you can actually ask the question, I have this type of client, can you create me a recipe? And it will go back and search for the data, your data, and will actually bring a recipe back, for example. So in terms of efficiency and time and being able to serve more clients, AI is a super helper. It will give you a competitive edge, that's for sure. The people that agree and take AI in and implement it now in their businesses will always have a much larger competitive edge than any of the small businesses that decide to not adapt it. So I'm worried about small businesses not adapting AI because it will cost them money and most likely even the business, hopefully not. But with how things move and how fast they move, you will be surprised at what we are working right now, Seth and I in the background. We're like, every day we are blown away by what's going to be possible. And if we can apply this in our small businesses, it's a super exciting time to be in. Cost reduction for sure as well. So if you can save money on your daily tasks, meaning if you charge yourself a certain amount, or if you get paid, if you pay yourself a certain amount of money, which we should all think of, if you spend 5 hours per day on creating one social media post or one blog post, and you can reduce the time to an hour or less, then you're saving 4 hours of work time. And that time is money because you can actually spend that time on either getting new leads in, new customers, serving new customers, or serving them even better. So super important that we see what we do in our business, and that what we do does cost money, and that your money is super valuable as a CEO of your business. Then data-driven insights, that is something so important as well, that we will have the possibility now, when you have your client data and everything ready to go, you can consistently evaluate your client data. So you can send that through AI, and AI will be able to evaluate your client data, your inventory, your whatever you do, your emails, anything like this. AI can evaluate in minutes. You don't need to sit in front of spreadsheets anymore. I'm going to let the cat out in a second. You don't need to sit in front of spreadsheets anymore and guess around what your next step should be, because you can actually make that decision. Just 1 second. All right, so that is just important for me to bring in. This is a new slide other than last time. I just really want to drive home. Adapting AI is not a choice anymore. It is a must, and especially if you're a small business. So how to adapt it and how to really integrate AI into your business is in the beginning, it seems overwhelming. But if you step back and make a small list of the tasks you have to do every single day, just think about what is annoying to you, what don't you like to do, and how much time does it take you right now to create something or do something, and then see if AI can replace it. And I'm just talking, for example, well, it says here actually marketing content, right? Or analyzing a certain blend, or researching your documents, or creating a new blog post, or sending emails out. The automation you can do in MailerLite is magnificent, because normally you would sit there and have to write every single email and send it out, but in MailerLite you can automate it, right? So that's another possibility. You can implement it in any kind of content creation and repurpose. Since AI came out, I think one of the biggest things is to repurpose my content from years ago. So in AI Grim, you have the possibility to upload your content, but then you can repurpose it, because you need to remember, for us, it is that we have seen it every single day and that we have worked with it every single day. But the people that come into your life never heard about what you've done 2 years ago, 1 year ago, 3 years ago. And if they have heard about it, they might have forgotten about it already, because information overflow is there as well. And also our brains don't capture always everything. I often actually, for the ones that are here for the second time, this will go down much easier than for the ones that are here for the first time. So repeating yourself is not a bad thing at all. And that's what you want to do in your business, because you have to hammer it home. So continue to learn. This is really important as well, that you keep on learning AI, you keep on learning the language, you keep on adapting it in your business in different ways. Super important. And I'm going to try to do this a little bit more, what is coming out and what will change, especially now with Blend Precisely and AI Grim out there. We have so much resource, and I always need to dilute it a little bit down to what is actually, or extract it down to what is important to us as a small business community, because what is happening out there is just a complete jungle of possibilities. So start small and simple. What I mentioned in the beginning, just create a small list and go with that list and see what you can replace with AI and prompts and content creation. So the very first thing, just quickly, for when you go live, what you want to do is you want to start with the AI assistant, and most of you have done it probably already. So if you come in your AI assistant, and let's clear this one out, make it here happen, and go over here, you want to upload a whole bunch of files. So that's important. Tomorrow, for the ones that don't have access, you will receive access to the AI assistant for 7 days, and you can work with it and you can learn it. For the ones that have access, you keep your access, obviously, and you upload a whole body of documents. And you have done that already as well, I think, and I hope, for the ones that are in here right now. So a good body of document is anywhere between 15 to 30 documents. So it's beautiful if you can actually upload a whole bunch of documents that relate currently to the business and the lead magnet we are about to create this week. So if you, and even if you have done it already, come in here and upload the documents that are directly related to your business. So that is number one. Make sure you go out and research more to what you want to do. So if I were to talk tomorrow about color theory, ooh, so if I were to talk about color theory tomorrow, I would go out and research the internet and go and grab all the information about color theory. And what I would do is, let's just take, for example, color theory. So let's just go in here and I would look at what this is all about. So it's a complete new topic, for example, right? So I'm going to use my little print-friendly plugin and write this down. If you don't have something like this, it's a great tool to actually get the content out. You can download PDF files. It's called Print Friendly, and it is a plugin tool. And then I would start copying the stuff out and putting it into my AI-gram over here. New document, paste it in here, and then I would use the title up here on top, come down and click Save. So I would collect a body of documents you need right now in order to create your lead magnet that aligns perfectly with your final product you're going to sell and make money with. And once it's uploaded, you're going to do the same thing for 15, 20 more documents, collect the data, and then you can use the data for your lead magnet. And that's what we want to do. So you're going out and basically doing your own type of research, bringing the data back in, putting it into your AI Grim, and then that's it. That's your homework, basically, to do this. So create a lead magnet that is aligned to your main product. Now, the question is, Shalane, maybe if you're still here, or everybody else, what is your main product? I would love to hear that right now. It's like, type into the comment for a moment. It's like, what is your main product? What are you selling? It's basically the elevator speech we have talked about as well in AI Grim and our Indie AI Business Hub. What kind of service are you giving to your audience that the lead magnet can be aligned with? So if you know exactly what you're going to do already, you should know what your next product to sell is. What is your main product? That's my question. If you have the answer, type it in. Shalane, I knew it. Very good. Equine aromatherapy. Okay, so now, Shalane, let me know, what is the main product you're selling in equine aromatherapy that will and does already make you money? So is it consultations? Is it an online workshop? Is it something else? So would love to hear that. Soap, exactly. So your product in this case is a physical product, and that's soap. You can create many different lead magnets for soap itself. What you probably want to do is even look at a specific soap this time that can do miraculous things. So it's really interesting to do product lead magnets. Aromatherapy custom blending. Okay, so Kim, in this case, when you say aromatherapy custom blending, will you do that for the entire audience, or is it going to be niche in the beginning? Do you have, I don't know, anxiety, pregnant women, any of this? Would love to hear that. Beyond the Paddock, your introductory guide to essential oils for horses. Okay, so that is your lead magnet. And what is the main product you're going to sell, Shalane? What is your price and your product? When somebody comes to you and say, I want to hire you, I want to learn from you, what are you going to answer them? Okay, 45 pages. That's the second lead magnet. Great. I've started getting consultations 2 this week. That is amazing. This is great. This is awesome, Shalane. So you're doing consultations, and if that is your main product, you want to definitely make sure that your lead magnet is aligned to what's going to happen in a consultation, for example. It gives you the lead magnet you have already is great, Shalane, beautiful. And you could create another lead magnet as a very short one, a checklist, what to bring to your first equine aromatherapy consultation. What are the steps I will take with you? Download my PDF. This is awesome. I am so proud of you and so, so happy. Beautiful. Thinking about creating morning and evening rituals around my essential oil soaps. I love this, Pam. That's beautiful. Yes, yes. Aromatherapy Airtable database for easy lookup information for students of aromatherapy and practitioners. It couldn't get any more detailed and niche. Perfect. Beautiful. Okay, yes, yes. I think just a simple checklist. Owners of equine aromatherapy that have never done or heard about it will be very happy to actually just get to know something like this. Specific to clients' needs and may do something with grief blending for family. And I can see that, Kim, because it's always good to also start out from where you are and then go on with that topic. Because if something touches us in our lives and helps us in our lives, we can communicate that much, much easier. Super. Thank you so much. All right, so that's going to be the first thing. And then the file uploads, we're going to look at the file uploads. What I mentioned already, try to upload a body of content that will be directly related to your lead magnet and your main product. So I have, well, what I basically just mentioned with the color theory, right? So if I were to start out and I know nothing about color theory, I would need to do the research and I will upload all of the research. And then I would go through the research and really question and chat with my AI Grim and say, what is color theory? I would start, what is color theory? Retrieve all the information you have for me. And that's how I would start out. And then once that comes in and I have 20, 30 documents in there, then I will be able to create my first lead magnet. I will be able to maybe think about my main product. If I want to teach that in a workshop, for example, let's say I'm going to teach a Canva workshop. I don't know anything about color theory, which is not true, but I don't have it in my system. Then I would be able to start with this one, right? And so I could say, Cynthia, just coming back to you quickly, since it is a little bit of a first kickoff, that is a great question. I think you're you're saying that directly related to what is your main product, right? So if you were to say, I'm going to create actually a workshop and then a course, and then I'm going to go live, and then I'm going to have other possibilities to sell this, then I would say, that's really interesting. I could probably create a workshop first out of this, and I'm going to sell the workshop for $49 and you can build. So I could say that here. So what could be an option to create a $49 workshop, and what kind of materials and exact step-by-step points do I need to teach and be aware of? So just for you, Cynthia, if you don't know what to do, talk to your AI Grim a little bit, figure out what you want to sell, how it could align, because in this case, it gives us, by the way, Seth upgraded AI Grim with some new upgrades that were available, and it's giving you a lot more information. It's really, really beautiful. Okay, so here I can say, okay, if I don't know what I would want to do, Cynthia, put all the information in that is of interest to you and where you might have received the most questions for ever. So if you think about your chakras or anything else in that direction, upload all of the information and let AI help you figure out how to make money with it and use it heavily, especially if you don't know. So AI-powered content creation for small businesses. Then we can go down here. Let's see. Oh, I didn't say color theory anymore. So I would need to put in, yeah, so it went just back straight to my business. And then I didn't put in, I meant color theory, theory workshop. So this could go on and on and on. Here, obviously. So I just wanted to make sure for the first round right now, upload your body of documents and you can start chatting with it already and working with it. Yeah, so here it comes all out in terms of color theory. Mastering color theory for design and branding. And then I would even go more niche, maybe for aromatherapists or for wellness businesses or something like this. So I would work it and massage it until I find a product that I can sell. And then for that, I will ask, well, now the lead magnet, what can I create? So repurposing existing content, don't try to go out. If you've never done anything with the content you have, do that first. Do and work with the content you have right now. Don't do anything new or crazy and go out and learn a whole new subject before you get started creating your lead magnet. Simply go out and make what you have better, or choose the second line in your business. If you do, for example, let's say equine consultation and equine workshops, these could be two different lead magnets. So you can create two lead magnets for this business itself. If you do consultations for PTSD clients, you can do that. And if you do aromatherapy, like Roxandra does, she can have two lead magnets there, or the database, or whatever is needed. So super cool. Yeah, so that's that. Quickly, just one more time, and you can listen away if you get bored and you have seen it before. Aim to upload 15 to 20 documents. General business files about me, text. You want to have in there some files that you have done and created before. Maybe you have a research report, upload those ones. Anything that could help you to create something fantastic in terms of the lead magnet. Recipes, aromatherapy for PTSD, any kind of articles, workshops, any kind of research you do online, like I've done, and downloaded and added it to the body of my work as well. So quickly over here, come to the classroom, come over to your first homework, and then what documents should I upload? Download this PDF file, and then it will give you a lot of options on what to download and suggestions as well. So that's definitely good to have. And then your homework will be log into your AI Grim, then going to upload your files and then start querying them with the very first one. Please retrieve all the information you have about your topic, then specific to your topic. That is the very first prompt you should do again for your lead magnet. So if you're starting out with a new lead magnet, just try to do the same simple exercise as well. Make sure you have your body of content, make sure you query it and you receive something back, and then call it a day. That's basically your first homework for today. Now, I just want to see questions or clarifications needed, especially Cynthia. I just wanted to make sure how I explained the whole thing in terms of lead magnet and knowing your product. Was that clear, or do you have any questions around that? And if so, let me know. But also, of course, you can come to the group over here into the community section And then you can post your question over here as well. So let me know if you have any questions right now, Cynthia, because the next few days will be boom, 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 boom. But you will then have time on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and I know, Cynthia, you're also in our AI Grim. You will continue to have time, obviously, as well. But yeah, so if that was clear enough. Okay, perfect, super. All right, any other questions? Let me quickly see. Yes, for the grief blending. I really like that, Kim. That is beautiful. So let me know if you have any other questions. And with that, actually, the kickoff call is done today. We are good in time, I think, 40 minutes. That's good. I always want to give more information, but I want to make sure that everybody is being sent away with everything you need to know this time. And then we can just keep on going tomorrow. But if there are no more questions right now, I wish you a wonderful afternoon and evening, and then I will see you tomorrow, same place, same time, and I will upload this recording of today as well. Thank you for joining today, and I hope to see you tomorrow live as well. Thank you. Bye-bye, everyone.